I can't tell you how excited I am. Firstly, that we're going to have our own patron saint of Sri Lanka.
Althea Boteju is looking forward to a key moment of the visit to Sri Lanka. Pope Francis will canonize Blessed Joseph Vaz, a missionary credited with reviving almost single-handedly the persecuted Catholic Church in that country. Althea, a native of Sri Lanka and former employee of the United Nations, believes that the Pope's visit will revive the country even more, a nation where only about 7% of the citizens are Catholic.
It seems that the Spirit is moving really in a powerful way in Sri Lanka, and the Holy Father going over to Sri Lanka is going to sort of stir the hearts of all, not just the Catholics, I'm sure it's going to stir the hearts of many people. Because wherever the Holy Father goes, he brings so much joy and hope to the people.
Hope and healing are in high demand. In just the last few decades, the country was rocked by a civil war that claimed tens of thousands of lives. Althea and her daughter, Marian, lived on the island as the conflict raged around them.
And it was a really difficult time to grow up in Sri Lanka, and it didn't really matter what family you came from or what level of education that you had. Everyone was affected. We had friends, close friends who were killed, and our schools were closed. Several of my cousins, were waiting to take their final exams to be doctors or engineers, and were waiting for 8 years because the schools were being bombed, and there were all these threats that made life really unlivable. The theme that Pope Francis has tried to establish has been one of mercy, involvement, inclusion. And that message of inclusion, has resonated in many different ways across the Western world. But for Sri Lankans, that message of inclusion takes deep meaning.
Pope's message, he's bringing a message of hope and love, not just to Catholics, to all people. And people should realize that he's coming there. He's not just coming to see his flock. He cares about everyone.
For Marian, the Pontiff's visit to Sri Lanka is a sign that faith is key, not to just interior peace, but peace among all peoples.
Faith is a part of the public square, and religion is important, and part of moving countries and people towards a philosophy of governance that's based on the dignity of the person means acknowledging that.
Pope Francis will be in Sri Lanka until Thursday morning, local time. From there, he heads to the Philippines. Reporting for Currents, I'm Katie Breidenbach.